calls. But let's give some love to Atlanta. They've won 4 of their past 5 games. During that stretch, we've seen great performances from Trae Young, Clint Capella. Janae, are the Hawks taking a big step forward this season, or are they still a year away?
Since we talk about Atlanta, it reminds me of, the versus battle, so I say, okay, that was one of my favorites. Anyways, Trae Young, clearly he's a bucket, but he desperately needed some help on the perimeter too. I remember last season, no player outside of Trae on the perimeter averaged more than double digits, around 12 points. And so now they have DeAndre Hunter, talking about players that have improved, taking a big step forward. You add in a guy like Danilo Gallinari and Bogdan Bogdanovic, which was a nice little random boost that they got, in the middle of that trade, which will help with that. And you know me, I'm gonna go back to my Houston people. Clint Capella, he anchors the inside. And so the Atlanta Hawks, they're really building something special. And when it comes together, it might take time. I think that they will really compete, led by, obviously, Trae Young.
Yeah, I think they're still a year away, but they were my surprise team out of the East this year, and I think they're in the 6th slot right now. And one thing that's not overlooked is Rajon Rondo's presence. Although he's been in and out of the lineup, having him on the show, that was the one thing that I asked him is, all these young guys are trying to soak up game from him. So he's over there coaching these guys up, whether he's on the court or not. And you know what time it is when it's playoff time. So look for this team to definitely make some noise this year. I still feel like they're possibly a year away from really making noise, but I see them definitely getting a chance to be in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, it's interesting. It'd be interesting, again, how that play-in scenario, the 7 through 10 slot, does that help them because that maybe they'll need that help to get in? Does it hurt them because maybe they would have been in already and then some team comes to challenge them? We'll have to see where they end up in the standings at the end of the year. All right, guys, Chanae has to get ready for the Chanae and Golic radio show because you apparently cannot have a radio show called Chanae and Golic without Chanae. So thank you for joining us today,
I do like to know y'all.
I'm just saying, coming up though, Matt's going to stick with us.